Our coverage of Computex 2018 is sponsored by Cooler Master, Luxon Homes and H&R Borg Mechanical Services. For further details on our sponsors, click on the link in the description. Lee from PC419, we're here at Computex 2018. We have the ASIO booth and we have Will here, which is going to introduce us into ASIO itself. So Will?
Hi, so I'm Will from ASIO Corp. I'm the product manager for ASIO Corp, and we're making we're showing our new products, a lot of retro themed keyboards. So we used to make a lot of gaming peripherals. But we've been over the years, we basically wanted to reinvent ourselves and come out with something a little bit more premium, a little bit more luxurious. And so we over several different iterations, we did a lot of experimenting with different material, different design, and we came up with what we call the Retro Classic keyboard. And basically the idea behind it is to make something that's a little bit kind of retro inspired, kind of like a typewriter, where everybody can kind of have the nostalgia of the old days where where you're actually typing on something that's mechanical and something clicky. And so we wanted to combine that theme with modern technology. And what we did was we took a lot of premium material like real walnut wood or leather, and we packaged it in a keyboard form factor. So basically, we have a couple different models. This one is the Elwood, which is wood top plate, and
so this is real wood.
Yes, this is Elwood.
Okay. And what sort of keys are you using on the keyboards?
So this is a custom kill switch. Basically, we have to customize it because all the mechanical switches out there, if you take a look, the light is not in the middle. But because of our design, where the keycap is round, we have to customize the keycap so that the backlight's directly in the middle, so that when it lights up, the whole key is evenly lit.
And so what mechanical switch are you using in each keyboard? Is it you have different mechanical switches or just
we don't.
one?
We only have one. It's kind of like a variation of the Cherry MX Blue. It's a little bit clicky, but not too clicky.
All right. So it's in between a brown and a red, and brown and a blue.
Right.
Very nice.
Exactly. Yes. So we have a couple of different versions. Yes.
So you're saying these are Bluetooth as well?
Yeah. So these will work. They're very versatile. If you have Bluetooth, yes, it'll connect to Bluetooth. If you don't have Bluetooth, you can connect a USB Type-C cable and connect it to the USB port of your computer. And you could also connect the USB port.
And these are Mac and PC compatible?
Right.
Yes.
So what we did was we made a selector switch on the backside. So you could pick either PC or Mac, and we bundle a set of PC and Mac keycaps.
Wow, okay.
So once you flip it over to Mac and pop on like all the Mac layout keycaps, the keyboard becomes completely Mac layout. Right.
And is that a seamless thing? So if someone's having a PC and a Mac side by side, is it a seamless connection we can get from PC to Mac, or is it a...
No.
Okay.
So the way we design it is only for you to connect one device at a time.
Right, okay.
So if you wanted to use it on a PC and then the Mac, you would have to pair it again to the other device.
Fair enough, that's fair enough. Okay, that's very nice. Right. So you've got the, we'll call it this, what sort of colours we've got here? So it's like a sand?
So this one will be like the lighter walnut wood. And a gold trim color. So it's kind of like a lighter themed keyboard.
Yeah, and then we've got darker colors back here as well.
Right. We have some darker ones over here too. This one has the darker walnut wood and then the gunmetal color frame.
Very nice, very nice. And do they have any wrist?
So we will be launching a wrist
pad,
palm rest.
Yeah, palm rest.
Yeah, maybe in about August or September it'll start shipping.
Yeah.
But it will have the similar theme. Basically the same color frame.
Okay, so the aesthetics will be the same to match the keyboard.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
And the actual palm rest it could be either wood or leather, depending on if you want something soft, you can get the leather one.
Oh, right. Okay.
But if you want something that's totally matte, you can get the wooden one too.
Okay. So like we have here, is that like a sample? Right, there we go. Okay, all right. So there's obviously the wood to match what we got here. Fantastic. Okay. There you go.
Yeah. So these are compact versions, and keyless. Basically the same idea, but if you have a smaller workspace or if you want to like take it around, yeah, this one's portable.
Yep.
Also have a 6,000 milliamp battery, so it'll last for a very long time without you having to use it.
Okay, no worries. And are we expecting any launch in Australia for these keyboards? And when would they be, if that's the case?
I'm sorry.
Any launch for Australia? Any launches in Australia?
This one we're planning to launch it in around August. So maybe around August, September, we'll start shipping it.
Okay. And what's the sort of price range we're looking at for these two keyboards, for example?
So for this one, the MSRP is $220 USD. For this one, we haven't have a firm price yet, but it will be around $180.
That's actually not too bad for the actual keyboard and the amount of work he's just putting into the keyboard. The price range is high, but it's understandable for what he's actually doing, and plus it's compatible for PC and Mac.
Right.
And it's Bluetooth as well, so it's giving you a wide range. Obviously, we're not looking at the gaming. It's not gaming at all, so
we're not really targeting, for gaming. Of course, if you want to use it for gaming, you could.
Yeah.
But a lot of the people who bought it initially are more like designers, Mac users. If you're like on an iMac, they don't really have a lot of selection, especially mechanical. So with something like that, a lot of Mac users or designers want something a little bit different. So something like this works out really great for them.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much for the interview. All right, guys. Looking for ASIO in Australia in August. In August, and we'll hopefully might be able to get one in the studio itself to do a quick review on it. And hopefully by that time we should be able to see what ASIO has actually brought to the table into that with the wooden keyboards. Is it for you guys? Let us know in the comments below. So we have Jordan here, who's the ASIO Director of Esports for ASIO. He's going to show us a few keyboards, mice, and also explain to us esports with ASIO itself in North America. Jordan, do you want to go ahead with our first keyboard here?
Yes, this is the L80 RGB. It is our most famous gaming keyboard right now currently. It has a lot of awesome features that other keyboards aren't currently providing. One of them is being a magnetized wrist rest, so you can't break it as you use it or travel. It also has a really nice function with the volume button. We can turn it and then also mute if you push down. And it has a really nice button that says G. That means for game mode. So if you push that, it allows you not to hit your Windows key. A lot of gamers growing up, even I did this, is I always took out my Windows cat, so if I'm playing, I'm not gonna get knocked out of my game.
Exactly.
So that's a really good safety device. And then also it has a really variety of different writing and different light modes, and there's no software needed. It's all hardware based. So you just plug and play and you're good to go. So that is one of our top ones right now.
And the switches on this one here?
So right now this one is a blue, Kel Blue, but it also comes in Kel Brown as well.
So we're here with the MGK Amato.
Yes, this is our more heavy duty keyboard. It's a bigger size keyboard, full size. It also has micro keys on the side, but this thing is very heavy because it has the quality of all aluminum frame. It also magnetized just like the RGB, so when you set it down, it snaps right to it. Has a really nice volume control on the side with your media controls. And then this button right here, if you push record, you could set your macro key and then hit that and you're good to go. It's very simple. There's no software needed, just like the other one, and it's just all hardware based.
And the switches on this one?
This is a cherry brown switch.
Yeah.
It's very nice. It's very smooth. I really prefer this one to just be at my house always. If I were to travel, I would go with more of the RGB because it's just a little smaller in traveling base.
All right, now going on to the mice. You have the Atom and the Inventor.
Yes, sir. So the Atom is a really cool mouse. The reason why it's for lefties and right hands. So if you look at it, it has an option to switch from left to right hand usage, and then if you put it in the middle, it makes it so you don't use the buttons at all. And then on the left side, this is your pulling rate, which I love a lot, because the mice I used to use, you had to plug it in as you hold the button to get your pulling rate. Now you feel good that you know for sure it's at 1,000, 500, or 250.
You know exactly where you are.
Yeah, you know exactly, because usually you have to download a software, a third-party program.
Correct, yeah.
And another really cool option is I like this just because it makes people ask me what I'm using on my DPI. Usually when you use your DPI, it has a color set, like for 400 to be red. You can actually hold down the DPI button and it will change the color to your liking. So you don't have to use the set color for that DPI, which is another really fun customized.
So it's more of a cheat thing, so if someone's looking at you, they won't know where you are. If you do 400, 500, or 1,000.
Yeah, it goes all the way up to 6,400 on DPI, which is really awesome.
And then we've got the Aventa.
Yeah, this is the Aventa. This is our newest mouse that just came out. It's a really heavy duty mouse. It's not light, but it's not heavy. We found a really nice medium where you can have your hand setting and it doesn't, feel too heavy or too light. It also has a really nice aesthetic look with the vents on the side and also a DPI changing as well on the bottom or on top right here with the easy click. It also has an extra thumb button right here. So you got your two back buttons and you got your one, but this is built just for a right-handed mouse. Yes, sir.
All right. So esports in the US is pretty big, obviously.
Yes, sir.
And you're the director of esports for ASIO.
Yep.
So do you want to give us a brief explanation on what games you're playing up there and what sort of teams you currently have?
So we are currently in CSGO Mountain Dew League, and then we're also working in the League of Legends. We have 3 League of Legends teams, 1 Academy and 2 upper class teams. They're actually competing and winning everything outside the LCS. We're the only team in esports that's currently beating the collegiate teams and showing everyone that you can do this, this is possible. It's all about the formula and how you do it. I've been in esports about 17 years, so I've seen the evolution from just being in a basement or a hotel lobby to all the way in the biggest, centers and stadiums. So the formula is just, a really good head and dedication to the game and building support and a foundation around those players.
That's correct.
Yeah, so that's something we really want to do, is not just give them, hey, this is go play, but educate them, give them the resources to learn and brand themselves. A lot of young kids are super good at the game, but they don't understand the branding and business side.
That's correct.
Yeah, and that's something we really like to educate and teach our players so they can have a future in esports instead of a short career, which a lot of players do have. Yeah.
Well, PC419 does have its own CSGO team, so we might have to organise a bit of a scrim going.
We definitely should. That would be wonderful. I would love to see that. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure our team will definitely we'll have fun with that, and also too our esports manager as well.
Oh,
so we'll definitely get involved, hopefully get a scrim going, and get you guys to see what North America versus Australia is going to be like.
Oh, man.
Hopefully Australia might get one win at least out of it. That's what I'm seeing now.
Yeah.
But our team is pretty good. They're ranking pretty high, which is good for us.
Yes.
It is a young team as well, which we started from scratch.
Oh, nice.
And so they're going really well so far. So soon find out, Jordan. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for the ASIO products we got here, guys. If you want to check out ASIO, go to ASIO's website, and also too check out our link below, guys. If you want to see ASIO, see Jordan. We've got Will here as well. Come to Computex if you're here at Computex, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Our coverage of Computex 2018 is sponsored by Cooler Master, Luxon Homes, and H&R Borg Mechanical Services. For further details on our sponsors, click on the link in the description.